Oh. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright, I'm back. I swear. I'm a small man with simple pleasures, which is to say I'm a large man who drinks too much. How you doing? We're back. We're back with I'm playing Rimworld today. I've had a lot of fun playing Kenshi. I wanted to take a break from it on stream. Just cause. And I decided I'm gonna open a brewery. In game, not IRL. Jesus Christ. I made a bit of a mess. Drinking an IPA today. A New England IPA from a local brewery. A Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe. It's dark. It's what I was looking for. I drink a lot of sour ales. And I drink a fair amount of hard liquor too. This is good. It's hoppy. I'm no aficionado. It's hoppy. Alright, so we need to edit this scenario, right? So we're gonna start tribal because it's not even really the game. So we're not going to call it Lost Tribe. We're going to call it IPA start. Brewers. Because we're going to need to give ourselves that brewing technology out of the box. Alright, we're going to get rid of the forced health condition that. And we're going to get rid of the food need level. I think we're gonna get rid of the club, the spear, the knife. We'll give ourselves 5 short bows. Get rid of the pila. We'll leave the 500 wood. We're gonna get rid of all this game start dialogue. We'll go with something like man needs beer. We'll gender neutral it. Humankind needs beer. You could brew it. Well, let's go. Let's see. Humankind needs beer. It's safe to drink. Drink when the water isn't. It improves mood and quenches thirst. Get brewing. Alright. So, I'm pretty sure, 5 brewers. Set up a new branch, a new brewery. It's best not to overthink things. Start with minimal resources and build a brewing empire. I mean, you could sell beer is what it comes down to, right? So new tribe, we're starting with a little bit of silver. We're going to start with that same amount of pemmican, herbal medicine as well. We changed short bows out. We added wood. Then the thing is, we need a tech. Start with research. And we need beer brewing. I think that's it. So this is my normal mod set plus a mod called Beer is Good or something to that effect. We'll look in a second. Did we change all the stuff that we need to change? Yes. Save. Save brewers. Alright. We're gonna play under Phoebe. I think we're gonna go down to Adventure Story. It's still dangerous, but I want to have fun, so we're gonna hit next, and we're gonna commitment, cause why not? And the map seat's gonna be beer is good. All right, good. Generate. So the mod I have installed is called Beer is Alright, which removes some of the negative effects associated with mild beer drinking. Like you can have a few beers a day and not all get cirrhosis and die. Beer is a northern climate, but you know, it's near water as well. There's some good places here. This is a little crowded over here. Who's this? It's the Eastern Aurora. That's the Eastern Aurora. Like, what about this point? I'd like to know what kind of rocks are there. It doesn't really matter, though. I don't think we want to live in a cave, but, you know, you can have a beer cellar, right? I want to live on the coast, I think. Maybe small hills as well. Granite and limestone? Marble, slate, and limestone? Limestone and slate. I don't really want that. This place right here. Sandstone. I'd like marble and granite, but I'm not really attached to the idea. Could be on this island, it's swampy. Swamp beer, though. There won't be much metal there. Is this, that's mountainous. How about a small or a large hills around here? That's got an unfriendly person there. What about over here? There's a northern lake here. This is all, no hills there. I feel like I should have small hills. Maybe small hills in a river somewhere, like right around here. Huge river, marble, slate, and limestone, granite, sandstone, granite, marble, slate. Any of these meet our desired rock type? Not that it really matters in the end. Granite, marble, small hills, huge river. Next. So what's a brewer? Are there backgrounds for brewers? I think let's remove everybody. So a brewer needs to be like a farmer and a crafter, right? So like you'd want like a farm child. Maybe we should just do randoms until they become, you know, all right. Farm child? Farmer's son. Cooking, plants, animals, minus social. Farmer's daughter, hunting, disabled. Farmer's boy. Farmer boy is awful. Farm kid. Farm kid's good. Farm hand. Farm boy. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with the farm kid to start, right? Farm kid. Let's make them 21. Legal age. Farm kid, adulthood. Is there a brewer? No. This is like a really shitty way to look for this, isn't it? Like I know there's filters, but like no disabled work types. And no skill penalties. Here we go. We'd probably get rid of this one. Just no disabled work types. And then what is a a farm kid who was destined to become a brewer. Is he a crop farmer? Yeah, alright, sure. We need a farmer, right? Farm kid, crop farmer. Getting rid of these. We're gonna name this guy... what's a good name for a brewer? Sam Adams? Yes. Samuel Adams. Samuel Sam Adams. That's our first character. Alright. Do we define Sam's gender? I don't recall doing so. Does it really matter? It doesn't. It's a dude. So we'll add a new person here. Sam's a farmer. So you brew beer at a bench though, so you need a crafter, right? You need a crafter. So no disabled work types. We're looking for someone who might know how to craft things. But food though, right? So it's not a cooking skill, but it's related to cooking. Firekeeper? Unlocks natural meditation focused natural. Okay. Yeah, you know, like I said, it's best not to overthink things. So Firekeeper. And then, like, since brewer isn't an option, bartender. Get rid of both those, get rid of that. Let's make him 25. Or let's make her 25. Lobster is not a good name for a brewer. What's a good name for a female brewer? Polly Girl is her nickname. Polly is her last name. Polly. And a saint. You don't get that joke, you don't drink beer. Alright, a new person. So we got a farmer, we got a brewer. So we're gonna need like a construction worker. Because you gotta have like a construction worker, right? Aspiring engineer. That'll do. Again, best not to overthink it. Add filters. So tribal's not like a filter here. It really should be. Builder, bam. 32. She's an experienced tradeswoman. What is a good name for a builder? For a lady who builds for a living? This is not quite centered, is it? What is a good name for a lady who builds for a living? A middle name, nickname, The Hammer. Judy the Hammer Dench. Alright, that's good. We're doing well. So that's our constructor. We're gonna need a scientist, right? You gotta have a person in charge of research for the purpose of 38 years old. It's getting to be a little bit of a vag fest here, so let's change it over to a woman. What's an aspiring scientist? It's like an amateur astronomer. Yeah. And in adulthood, I don't know, feline scientist? No. A hypno cult leader? I don't think so. An inventor. Here we go. Oh, what's a good name for an inventor? A scientist. What's a good name for a scientist? Doc. No, professor. Professor X. No, just prof. Just professor. Professor. What was the professor's name? I think he was just the professor, wasn't it? Let's go with... is there any beer professors? Beer professors. There's probably beer professors. But what do you know? George. Professor. George, Professor George? Yeah. George, Professor George. So George is his name. He's a professor. You gotta have a scientist in your brewery mission, right? So we've got a farmer, a brewer, sort of, a builder, a scientist. We need muscle. We need muscle, like a bouncer, right? What's a good name? Dorman? Dorman's a good nickname. Bruce Dorman, the blocker. Bruce Dorman blocker. There you go. Get rid of these negatives. Someone who's destined to be a Dorman from childhood is like a hunting apprentice or a warrior, right? Or a drudge, maybe. No. Like I said, it's best not to overthink it. Gun Kid, that doesn't really work because we're going for the tribal background. So they need to be like a mercenary recruit, maybe. Militant child. Let's not overthink it. Let's just go with the mercenary. Why is there crafting in there for a mercenary recruit? Really? Oh, here we go. Military trainee, military child, militant child. We're going with military child, and then as an adult, obviously, an army sergeant. Right, definitely. Bruce Dorman blocker. He's different hair though. We'll random him until we get somebody suitably tough looking. Oh yeah, there you go. So a farmer, a barkeep, a builder, an inventor, and a sergeant. And let's see, no relationships it looks like. That's good. Equipment, we're starting with a few things, not much else. And then we're gonna hit start. And we're gonna have a brewery. Oh, let me save this preset real quick. Brew crew. Saved as the brew crew. All right. We're gonna make some IPAs. Delicious IPAs. We're gonna sell them to the natives and drink them ourselves in quite copious amounts. All right. Pausing the game, clicking off a few horrible things. All right. So everybody get a bow. Probably should have brought a melee weapon. We'll deal with that in some future date. Should have given it to Dorman, like a club, right? Alright, and then we'll go to numbers. Put down the standards first. That everybody has to do this when there's nothing else to do, standards. And then build off that. Alright, so let's start with Sam, because he's the straightforward one. Sam needs to be prioritized on food production there. Polygirl, it's weird a builder has the crafting. Polygirl is the crafter and the cook, right? So let's have her 2 in all the crafting arts. Move these up and 1 in cooking. Because you want to cook first, and then you want to get back to your brewery work. The hammer, that's a builder. Builders need to haul as well, so we'll do that, and we'll put them way up near 5 to help out in the brewery as well. Primary duties: building and mining. Secondary duties, help around the house. Tertiary duties, or quintenary duties, I suppose, crafting. And then the professor, of course, is a scientist, and looks like he can help out here too. So we'll give them 5 on crafting as well. I think that's about right. Dorman, gotta be a 1 hunter. And then maybe 2 hauling, 2 clean. I guess we actually don't need that many haulers, do we? So let's put them up to 3 and 2 for clean. So I mean, your doorman's expected to sweep, you know, keep the front area of the door clear, you know, and then we'll assign these to people who can handle them because these jobs are very short. And we won't do research. All right, great. So, oh, we didn't do any we have no medical professionals. Okay, great. Well, Professor and Sergeant, you could do yourself. I beg your pardon. Do yourself. All right, some rec time here as well. Standard scheduling. Always stand your ground. Don't run away because you'll run in a cul-de-sac and get everybody get yourself killed. Go get yourself killed. All right. Leave social drugs on because we'll be drinking. We'll be drinking. All right. Well, let's have a look around the map here. Got this majestic river. I always like to mark off the vents. Oh yeah, I forgot I have more planning on. Not sure how it works really. But it's blue. I installed this mod, but I really haven't used it. It kind of looks like I should be have a menu there, but plan. I don't see anything else about planning here. Ah, there's a button for it, and you can choose colors. Okay, and you can copy paste, and you can turn planning on and off. Okay, sure. All right, right now we're marking off. Remove plants. We're marking off the vents, so we'll do them in color first. So there's a whole new tab for it. That's interesting. I'm probably gonna forget about it because it's not in the same place the actual planning is. So I'm gonna mark it off in this obnoxious color of the heating vents, the thermal vents. I like to do this so I don't build my places on top of them and fuck up the rest of my base, you know? Sometimes it's really useful to know where these are as well. Sometimes it's totally fucking useless. Man, we're gonna make so much beer. We're gonna sell all the beer. We're gonna take beer places and caravans. Okay. Some alpacas down there, that's nice. I think this is all the vents. Are there other vents? I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm really I'm not like inherently negative on it like I normally would be. Yeah, that looks like that's all the vents. All right. Animals. Wildlife. I want to hunt all these alpacas. We've got a dedicated hunter, so but I want these alpacas first, and then we'll move on to those guys. The deer. I like hunting things that are soft and easy to kill. That sounds weird, but it's not, I swear. We're gonna need all this metal. Where should we start our base? There's not a lot of big chunky areas. And it doesn't really matter where we pick from a farmland perspective because we have the farmland mod in. This looks right. This area here. Though this is a bit bigger. I'm worried about actual building space here, though. I hate building in the mountains and the hills when I'm not planning on building in under a mountain, because you inevitably get burned. This is pretty open. What would a 7x26 look like here? Which is, you know, the perfect farm size, right? 7 by I'll see if I've already forgotten the fucking planning button. We're gonna do green for crops, right? 7 by 26. so this is, everybody knows that 7 by 26 is the perfect size for a farm. Because it's 2 windmills facing each other, touching tips. Windmills touching tips. We'll get rid of that there. So, I mean, you know, someday we might want 2, 4, 6. I don't want to overcommit with the planning just this second. 2, 4, 6, but I do want to get a good idea what the world will look like if I built here. Okay, so, I mean, so far the planning tool is just kind of meh. I just don't need it, right? I just don't need it. But here, let's try this. So we would want this walled in, right? We want this protected. And we'd want, like, we'll just choose blue. We want a hallway behind it, right? And then with some rooms. What are we looking at there? Get double hallways all the way down. See, the problem is this is like too close to the bottom of the map if we're gonna build that big. This is not horrible, but once you start getting under the mountain, you risk like insect spawns in your base. And if you're not building under a mountain, the cost of an insect spawn is just too high. This is not a horrible starting base, though. Nobody, of course, has a place to sleep in this. All right. We'd probably end up like this, so because this would be a door. Maybe even like that. Nice double thick walls all through, if you know what I'm saying. This is like excessive hallway space, but it's fine. It's fine. So you'd probably want like what to do here. So you could do this. Oh, that's the wrong color. Could have like a really big kitchen there, right? This could be your kitchen area. Well, I mean, if you're building a brewery, you might as well actually be building a brew pub, right? That's all I'm saying. Let's see. But you want your freezer accessible to the outside world too. So this could be your freezer. And this is the kitchen is an interesting choice. Because then your dining room has to be one of the rear places. I beg your pardon. We could vent here instead. Right? Could vent like this. And remove these. I like planning. I'm an over planner. That's the whole point. I'm not a huge fan of this planning tool for what it's worth. So like this. I mean, I guess the other colors are nice. So then the heat from these air conditioners goes into this big hallway and heats up the rest of the place, but it's actually not that negative because it's so much space. If we're doing that though, we should probably do the door here. Like this. So a double door here, an airlock here. So this is our freezer. This is our kitchen. This is our dining area right here. And then back here is our recreation and temporary quarters. That's all right, I guess. Hey. Have a good day. Okay. What, you think 5:30? Oh, so it could be 6:30. All right. Have a good time. My wife's got some sort of online conference thing. She's off to go do it. Right, so this is a good place for the freezer, I think. This is the kitchen. This is the dining area. It's open plan. Should we then have... no, we'll leave that open. We'll just have 2 entrances into the rec area. One here, one there. This is kind of... we could have this outdoors. It could be a beer garden. Could be a beer garden. I mean, there isn't a beer garden here. This is the brewing and stuff. We'll be building an entrance like down here. Yeah, okay, let's do that. While we're here, let's remove this roof space. This will be our beer garden. We won't shack up in there at all. We'll temporarily shack up in this area here. So we'll add a door there, and we'll just bed up in there. And then go back to the planning tool. We want an airlock here, so maybe just like this. And ideally it's defensible too, so like this. That's a pretty thick outer wall. It's like quadruple thick. It's too thick. It's too thick. It's thick. People like it thick, don't they? Plan this. We're gonna shrink back to that. That'll be our airlock. And then this will be our alley. And this will be our sub exit there, right? So go around this, and then this, like that. And then this will be our dumping zone. Okay. I think that's a pretty good start. It's a pretty good start. We'll see how it goes. It's aspirational as well, isn't it? So, stockpiles are next, right? So, we want this and this. That'll start to be our freezer stockpile. And then we want dumps. And this will be chunk dump. And this will be corpse dump right here. It's not ideal, but now you know what though? Let's not do that one. Let's corpse dump over here. You don't really want to run into corpses. They get massive debuffs, right? So clear that, put it on low, allow rotten corpses, human and animal corpses. We also, of course, want tribalware because that's garbage. And then we want weapons, but only bio-coded weapons in there as well. So because we don't want those clogging up our future inventory, which is admittedly a long way away from now. All right, so this for now is going to be our oh, I've made that out of the wrong material there. This for now is going to be our precious items. This will be our lump dump storage. So we have corpses in there, but we don't want humans in there ever. We also don't want insects in there. We don't want tribalware in there because fuck tribalware. And weapons, we do not want bio-coded weapons in there. So all other weapons, no bio-coded weapons. And we don't want anything rotten in there at all. Alright, then we need a wooden butcher table in here. We need a fuel stove in there. We're going to build our brewery right here as well. We should already plan for these. Well, we don't need to put them down yet, do we? I mean, we'll need them pretty quickly. So we'll start with just a row, a fermenting row like that. And we'll figure that out from there. Then, you don't want to go crazy early, and we'll just build a small table here. So people can sit down, because they're crazy about not being able to sit down, right? So do that. And then we also need a couple sleeping spots. One for medical there, and you gotta have a little bit of rack out of the box as well, so you want those. And some hoopstone. Hoopstone is really popular with people who are drunk. Like, they really love it. Did I set this for remove here? So we'll have seating out there too. And maybe one day we'll build like some guest bedrooms back along this way or something. So they can come right off the beer garden. All right. We need a science table. Yeah, science table. And then, all right, then. So we need to build 2 initial structures of wood. This bedroom area, because they freak out if they have to sleep outside. All right. And then we need to build this refrigerator freezer area wood initially as well, because this will have all of our valuables in it. We'll go back later and we'll rebuild this out of stone. But the rest of the rooms can be that way without much trouble. Right, so let's get some zones down for croppage. All these little farm zones. And this is all going to be rice, the first row. Gotta have rice. I think maybe this should all be hops. Hop plants. And then let's do these 2 as cotton. And then this one as heel root. Yeah, we can do that from the start as well. And then let's till it all to make it better farmland and faster. It's interesting. I watch people play this game from time to time. They don't generally use tilled soil mods because like of some kind of like purity reason, like they think it's too easy or something like that. But then they'll like, you know, install 40k Warhammer laser beam missile killer things, and it's like, all right. I think that's all right. I think we'll go. We'll probably think of other stuff. We're gonna need some metal as well relatively early, so tell them about this so they'll mine that as useful. I need this table up pretty ASAP so we can get some sleeping bags so they're off the floor. They started with the Mancala tables. What are they called? Mancala is like an African game and verb. I don't think they're that far apart though. You got these like glass beads in Mancala, and you just kind of move them around, and like the goal is to like get a pile of glass beads. But aside from that, I don't actually remember what it is. Sam's already planting hops. He's crazy about them. He's like, we gotta get the first hops in. You don't make beer just from hops. Like, hops is a component, but there's other grains required. Barley or something? I don't fucking know. The freezer is all ready to go, though. That's good. Nothing will get wasted. Oh, we should have the butcher right away. Butcher creature, everything, forever. And then don't do any insects. Because they'll eat fucking alpacas, but they won't eat insects. Now, this is set for corpses. Animal corpses. Just not insects. And yet they put them here. Which shouldn't be on corpses at all. It should just be chunks. My bad. Alright, Polygirl is beginning to butcher llamas. Alpacas. The nice llama. Alright, we're gonna need more wood. Like right away. So cut all this. You gotta have lots of wood. They're all sleeping outside first night. Not great. Could be worse. Could be worse. They could be sleeping on piles of rocks. Oh wait. This IPA is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Oh. So it's Friday. Not that I give a shit. My life revolves around 4 Twitch streams a week and nothing else. But there's still a psychological effect for Friday, even when you don't have a job. Gina's pizza. I don't know what that is. I'm assembling a list of pizza places for a regional pizza bracket. Where is this? Oh, you know, I did forget. Okay, this is 2 different places. All right. I'll leave that up so I remember it. People need to use commas. People need to use commas. Remember that. Use a comma. I'm getting the wood to finish the shelter. Oh, the shelter's almost finished there, so let's get a camel hide. Get some camel hide bedrolls down. We got a little alpaca fur, enough to make 2 or 3. I don't accept broken ones, so I tear them down right away. Let's put that there, and then we also don't want it to get too hot in here. Comfort's important in your shitty little bedroom, and we also don't want it to be too dirty. Which reminds me, I don't think we home zone this, so we need to home zone all this. Otherwise, they won't keep it clean. It'll be disgusting. It'll be disgusting. They didn't bother to build it though. They didn't bother to build it. I guess I like the planning colors. I don't really need that much information though, right? Like I know what things are shaped like, and I know where the room is. I feel like the planning mod is for people with limited imagination. It's nice to know where you think you're building the walls. Planning mod for people with limited imagination. We still haven't gotten any metal, so we're eating raw alpaca meat. I guess there are worse things. It's probably good to eat, right? Raw alpaca meat. It sounds kind of like exotic and exciting. Okay, what do we got? Fail. This one's good though, so let's move Polygon onto that. Oh, this one's excellent, so we can move the hammer onto that one. Got just enough to try to build another camel hide bedroll. And then we need you guys to get this fucking metal down, alright? They didn't do this yet either. Oh, another excellent one, so the professor can get up off the plane floor. I want to tell them to hunt more to get more skins, but we need metal. We need a stove so we can stop eating raw meat. They are getting some metal now. We need to get the science table up so we can start getting some research in this bitch. Alright. Man, we've built the brewery. Make wort. Do forever. Wort you put in barrels. That's all I really know. That's all I really know. Is that the rest of the metal from that place? There's still a little bit more up there. Neither the fuel stove nor the science bench have the required steel yet, though. They're putting it all into the fermenting barrels. Sounds like a huge mistake. No, we're not open for business yet. Later, we'll have tons of people come stay at the brew club. They'll have weddings in the brew pub. They're like, our destination wedding in the brew pub. Okay, it's science bench. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, the hammer is going to start mining. It's good because we need it. Research. Stone cutting, so we can start building our brewpub out of proper materials. Need to get this done. Did we bust one? We busted one. Ugh. That is inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Do you get banned on Twitch for making sexy noises? Probably. Ugh. Come on, Hammer. We did give him a lot to do, and he's actually not very good at mining. He's really a constructor. He doesn't even get joy from it, though. Okay, we're up to 75 of 80. There's enough metal here to finish this fucking thing. Let's get our stove so we can stop not eating anything because there's no food. Alright, bam. Alright, so we want to cook simple meals for now. Do until you have 10. That should be fine. And then let's start hunting these deer. Hunt them to extinction. Go. Polly girl working around the house, doing some farming, doing all sorts of things. Got a full crop of hops in now. That's good. Let's get rid of these little rocks. Well, I feel like that's make work right now, isn't it? I'd rather be building up the metal stores and getting you know, getting rich and stuff. So our hunter, is he off hunting? Who's our hunter? Got a mad squirrel, ladies and gentlemen. We have a mad squirrel. Where is it? Oh, okay. It's dangerously mad. We're gonna assemble here in the corpse dump and defend ourselves from the mad squirrel. Okay, all missed. All missed again. Third round, nobody's hitting. Alright, good job. I think the professor is the one who got the kill there, just saying. Oh wait, it should tell us, right? No, it was the doorman. The squirrel's stomach and body was crushed into ground beef by Dorman's short bow arrow. That's dramatic. People are hungry, but there's dead animals on the ground not being ground up into beef. Or meat, rather. Polly girl limping with a whole deer corpse. Alright, there you go. Good job, Polly girl. And instead of cooking it, she eats it raw! Because that's how this fucking game works. If you just hauled in a whole deer, you couldn't wait to eat just a little bit longer? Till you cook something? Just a little bit longer. Alright, we got stuff. I mean, people ate mostly. Dorman's gonna eat some raw meat, so it's not good, but better than nothing, I guess. So Sam and Dorman, unfortunately, do not have beds yet. There's 34 leather, so we'll be able to build a leather bedroll soon. Get 2 more, 3 more of them, because we need it's always better to be off the ground for infection chances, even with light wounds as well. All right, Polygirl's gonna build meals, so we might be able to eat in the morning. No, straight to the raw meat. Well, 3 people ate meals. That's something. We'll have some rice very soon. Okay, so let's get a plain leather bedroll. See if you guys can build that, and not fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. How is it? It's good. Sam's up off the ground. We don't have enough to build anything else. One of these is light leather from the squirrel too. We're still hunting deer, right? Yep. Taking pot shots at deer. We got rice in though, so we're not gonna starve anymore. So there'll be no further starvation, hopefully. Oh yeah, okay. So our faction's gonna be called the Acme Brewing Company, right? And our settlement name is going to be Acme Brew Pub. Brew Pub and Beer Garden. Acme Brew Pub, Beer Garden, and Event Space. The Acme Brew Pub, Beer Garden, and Event Space. Bam. That's a bit of a name. It's a bit much of a name, isn't it? Okay, bring back deer, Dorman. Thank you. Polly, if you could butcher that, please, it'd be great. Thanks. Polly, I know you want to make rice meals, but we need the leather. We need the leather, Polly. Come on. You're killing me, Polly. Where did you go? She went to daydream out in the rock pile. Okay, sure, yeah. More rice meals. Gotta have 10 rice meals at all times. Speaking of rice meals at all times, I'll be right back.